is Pat, and I'm a retired registered nurse. I worked in the same hospital for over 40 years, and most of the time, I enjoyed it.
My name is Maria, and I'm a student. I'm a senior, and I'm going into grad school for PT, physical therapy, next year.
Well, I've already had this up with my daughter-in-law just a day or two ago, and I told her that I was sorry, and I'm not sure she can get over it, even though I apologized. But, it's never my intent to hurt anybody that I love. My sons and their families, without family, my social circle would be awfully skinny. And so it would be Heather.
A lot of times, maybe I don't talk to my friends enough that are distant. Like, my best friend, I don't see her anymore because she lives in a different state. And kind of gotten out of touch lately because I'm like, oh, I need to do school. And, like, I don't have time. If I call her, it'll be 3 hours. And I don't have time for that. But I think I should make time. So, I guess, sorry for not giving enough time to my friend Anna.
Within the same week. And I wasn't so sure how things were really going down, but she brought it up to me in no uncertain terms. And I'm like, I did not intend that. I didn't do it on purpose to hurt you. I would never do that. And since I did hurt you, I'm sorry.
I think just the reason that I have been staying away, which is time, is the reason I haven't fixed it, which is stupid, but I think that's pretty much the reason, and I know she'll be fine. I don't know, I guess I've been putting it off because I think, oh, she'll be fine with it because we're best friends, but it's not a reason to not. I think a lot of times the people that we're closest to kind of just like, oh, they'll be fine, so we need to tell them, so.
Well, Heather, I'm sorry. I told you that. And the reason it's important for me for you to know that I would never hurt you on purpose is because you make my son and my granddaughters very happy. And that's
Sorry, Anna, for not always prioritizing our friendship because we're far away and I get busy, you're busy, but I know that that's something that I need to do better because you're my best friends and it is movie and I want to keep our friendship strong.
Well, I didn't say, I would try to be more sensitive to what her issues are with me. I didn't realize that I was hurting her feelings, but now I realize I did, and I'm going to avoid some roads. You know what I mean? You take the high road, I'll take the low road, and maybe sometimes, we just can't agree, but we'll just, I don't want to say avoid, but yes, avoid certain subjects or issues that I can't really change, because she's who she is, and I am. And I'm nearly 79 years old, so it's going to be tough for me to make drastic changes. So I think sometimes just space is all I can give.
I think just by actually doing what I said, talking to her more and just actually doing it, like make a plan or something, like every week on Tuesday I'll talk to you or something, I think
Well, first off, please accept my deepest apologies for the poor audio in that interview. Those of you who've seen any other videos I've released were probably cringing the most. I'm sorry. Apparently the mics were not picked up by the receiver, and I had no idea until well after the interview was over. That said, I would like to thank Maria and Pat for taking the time to fancy my curiosity. I approached them as they sat and talked on a bench, and they were so kind to allow me to interview them. Maria's focus was on cultivating a stronger connection with her best friend, who lives in a different state. She obviously values her relationship, and I noted that she said something very sweet and profound. She stated that Anna was her best friend, but she went further in saying that she always would be. That's the reason she was willing to make sacrifices in her own schedule for their friendship. I think that if we all only had one friend in the whole world, we would be just fine if they were all as loyal as Maria. Pat's focus was on an apology for her daughter-in-law about an incident that was still relatively fresh. We will always love our families, but it's unreasonable to assume that we'll generally hold the same worldview as all of them. Anyone who's ever been to a Thanksgiving dinner with more than 4 to 5 family members they don't see often will know that. But we can learn from one another. These encounters stretch us in a way that can result in both stronger ties and heightened self-awareness. I think we've all been there. Pat, I could tell that your apology was meant to address the way your words may have made Heather feel, and that regardless of your difference of opinion, you will value her and love her all the same. I hope she'll come to see this as well, and maybe even recognize that your view is simply just your view, and that you meant no harm in expressing it. Both Maria and Pat were addressing people they love. Inevitably, we all stand a high chance of inadvertently hurting or taking for granted those closest to us at some point in our lives. It's not always intentional, but as Maria and Pat have demonstrated, a genuine apology and a few words of affirmation can go a long way in bringing us closer to those we care about. To our viewers, thank you for watching. Your viewership is important to the success of the channel, so if you like this video and you'd like to see more like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you can identify with Maria's experience or Pat's experience, feel free to leave some encouraging words for them in the comments below. Consider supporting the channel by clicking the link in the description where you can shop at my online apparel store, StyleyLifeDesigns.com. You'll find t-shirts, hats, and hoodies with positive and uplifting themes to complement your lifestyle. When you shop, know that a portion of the proceeds from anything you buy will help contribute to the creation of more positive content just like this. Real people, real life, real love. Until next time, I've been Kevin with the Shared Heart Experiment. Be good to each other. Thanks for watching.